All right, so let's check this out. I've got a client. This is an interesting conversation. So what we're dealing with is really good cost per lead, really good cost per appointment. Cost per conversation's getting higher, and if you can tell, I mean, this is basically, I should put the raw stats here, but there's over 700 leads in January and over 367 appointments and only like 49 conversations. Still sold some stuff, still got got some money back out. But we feel like there's a lot of meat left on the bone. And so this is a situation where, everything's different. There's no just like template that you can apply. You just have to sit and think about it a little bit. And you have to think about why are these people not, um, why are they not showing up? And it's a longer conversation for this particular client. Obviously, it's not correct for me to talk about their business, but ultimately, at the end of the day, what we've decided is we had a really good ad that agitated a pain point. We created curiosity, and people opted in. And not only did they opt in, they filled out a Facebook form that had 6 questions, three of which they have to actually type some stuff in there. Um, so we're getting all that, and then once they get done with that, then we bounce them to a calendar page, which is this, add to calendar here. Basically, they go to a calendar page, they scroll through, they pick a time, and then they fill out their information again, which is not ideal, but it is what it is, right? Um, so in a lot of ways, as a marketer, you go, that's pretty cool. We had them answer a bunch of questions, we had them fill a bunch of stuff out, and yeah, they're just not showing up for that for the conversation. They're not showing up to that. We thought, well, maybe it's something technical, like let's send them a calendar invite, see if that works. Didn't really change the percentage much. Um, so what we're going to do in February, and I know it's a little ways into February here, but we've decided to kind of flip this on its head. So what we're going to do is our objective is going to be solely conversations. We know we can get leads. We don't necessarily care about appointments that much. We do because that's obviously part of it. But what we're really wanting to see is what's that cost to get into a conversation, cost per conversation. This is really the one that we're looking at right here. So what we're going to do is we're going to send them from an ad, which is it's going to be the same ad. So again, we want to treat this like a science project in third grade, right? You don't change a bunch of different things. You change one thing at a time. So, and this is a pretty big change, but we're saying we're going from the ad that we were running to a Google Doc. Now the Google Doc is about 3 or 4 pages. It really lays out some of the basic information. Honestly, really goes into everything but price, how this works, some frequently asked questions. Basically worked with their sales team and said, what are some of the things when you get on calls with people? What are some of the things they ask? Well, they want to know how it works, and they want to know this, they want to know that. So we basically just put that into a Google Doc. We even had them do a little like 3 minute, 2 3 minute video that talks about it. So if somebody wants to watch somebody talk about it, or if they want to read and scroll, they can do either one. So right now, with these ads launched, the only way that they can get an appointment booked is for them to go to that Google Doc, click the little link in the bottom, or scroll to the bottom and click the link there to book on the calendar. Once they do that, oh, I should mention one other thing. The one other thing that we did is on the ad, we asked those 6 questions. Now we ask that on the calendar. So previously, we'll call this 1.0, on the ad, they filled out 6 questions, went to the calendar, picked the time, booked it. Now they go to add, name, email, phone. Google Doc gets delivered immediately. And then on the calendar, basically what happens there is that they can go in and they can book the appointment right there. And they're going to have to fill out the 6 questions there. The other thing that we're going to have them do is then AI will come in and talk to them after they become a lead to try to get them to book. Now, we're also going to say, hey, we sent you this doc. How's that going? Did you have any questions? And it's probably going to be around price or something more particular. Okay, great. Hey, let's book you a call. But we're going to see if will people just go from the ad, look at this Google Doc. Again, we've agitated a pain right here. We've created curiosity. Now we've given them a little bit more information. Now they're going to go book and they're going to fill out some information. So what I expect that actually we'll probably get leads cheaper. Appointments will probably be, let's just play with this. Let's say these are going to be $3. I'm going to say the appointments will be like $25. And I bet you the conversation's like 60. And so you look at those numbers and you go, man, that's terrible. But I think the conversion rate might end up being like 5%. So if we do that, our ROAS, and I can't do math that well in my head, but that's going to be like 10x at least. I don't know. It's going to probably be more than that. And that's going to mean they're going to put, instead of putting $1 in and getting 2 back, they're going to get 10 or more back, which is pretty crazy. And also the other thing I should mention is the other thing that we're dealing with, and this is a real thing, but you think about psychologically having 367, and it's a small sales team, but they have a sales team, 367 appointments booked in a month and only 49 conversations. I mean, that is a lot of people not showing up for the call, right? And that's not even including the ones that you get on the call and they're like, I don't know what you're talking about. Because it's all this happens, right? Like this is part of dialing this in and building this out. So 6 minutes. Is there anything else I want to say here? Jury's still out. I think what we'll do is we'll come back and make another video on what happened, whether it was a big fail and we go back to the drawing board to this 1.0 and just try to improve upon that. I should mention we've been running with these guys for probably about 4 or 5 months now. Probably 4 months now. And so really great results. I mean, we were crushing the other guys they were using before that. And so we're really excited there. But like I said, we just feel like there's a lot of meat on the bone, and we're just missing just one little thing that will make this explode. We could probably get 50 times return on ad spend pretty easily because they sell something that's about $6,000. So it's you sell 1 or 2 more, and all of a sudden you're talking pretty big change. So yeah, I think I'm gonna end that there. We'll do a follow-up. We'll just have to call this like part 1. Maybe early March we'll do a part 2. We'll see what happened in February and figure out what we learned. And I guess the reality is, and this is what I try to tell people, is don't try to figure it all out then launch. Launch and figure it out, because if you take your idea and just put it in the marketplace will tell you how good or bad it is. And then you have to make adjustments from there, and that's just how it works. And there's really no shortcut to that. You just have to figure it out. You have to get in there. You have to get your hands dirty. You have to try things. And the cool things with Facebook ads, for sure, you can test a lot of different things. Let Facebook help you decide what's best, and just keep using the winners and making those better. Thanks for watching. If you have any questions, let me know. And until next time, I'm rooting for you. God bless. David Phillips. See you.